We've also picked out a few performers, maybe performers who have really lit up the World Cup. And topping that list, I have put Mohammed Shami. But of course, you will have to agree or disagree on that. Mohammed Shami's 5 for 54 versus New Zealand in Dharamshala when he came back. Adam Zampa's 4 for 53 versus Pakistan in Bengaluru. Then there's Keshav Maharaj on the list, Mitchell Santner. His performance, 5 for 59 versus Netherlands, and Ravindra Jadeja against South Africa in Kolkata. Do you agree that these are the top bowling performances? If so, why, and if not?
No, before we get into that, we were talking about Bumrah. I'll just say that, over the years, one thing that Bumrah has earned is that a lot of people play Bumrah as an individual rather than playing his ball, and that's a big thing that he's earned.
And what do you mean by that?
I mean, like, sometimes your reputation is such that when you're batting, you normally say don't play the bowler, play the ball. But right now in world cricket, most of the batsmen are playing the bowler, Bumrah, not what he delivers. So it's
like the fear. It's the fear factor that he has generated.
It's 100%, and and when you talk about him. In different circles, when you talk about him in IPL team and when you're sitting with the overseas batters and everything, his name comes and you straight away understand the psyche, that how they rate him and how highly they rate him. I think this is what he's earned over the years, and you feel so happy to see that the fear in the opposition's mind that somebody like you have somebody like him. All right, let's get back to the top performance.
Yeah. And I don't know if you agree with that.
No, it's not. We agree with everything, but for different reasons. I mean, like, you got Shami up there, first match for him, getting a break, and that to a New Zealand side where everybody was thinking, it's a top sort of a side. And mind you, when you're not getting a game, there's always some sort of a pressure and something to prove as well. And Shami has done that in that game so beautifully well, and setting the tone when a lot of people said that New Zealand is going to be a contender, New Zealand is going to be a tough competitor in this competition. Coming back and doing that, setting the tone, I think this was the game where he set the tone for himself and for the Indian bowling unit as well.
Sabha, would you say that performance of 5 for 54, not his best in the World Cup, made Team India look hungrier in the World Cup?
Yes, you're absolutely right. And I think it was a different phase of Mohammed Shami that we saw against New Zealand. New Zealand were in a very strong position. They could have easily gone on to score 300 plus. And Mohammed Shami, if you look at his stats in one-day cricket and white ball cricket, he's always leaked runs in the last 10 overs. This was one such spell when he came back and picked up wickets for his side, especially in the last 10 overs with the oldish ball. And I think that speaks highly of the fact that he has trained very hard to improve on his efficacy with the old ball in the last 10 overs. Earlier, whatever we have noticed is that at times he had tried to bring in too many variations. In that spell against New Zealand, he was extremely precise in his length and line. He relied heavily on bowling the so-called heavy ball, which is the Yorker length, to all the New Zealand batters, and that is why he was able to pick up those wickets. So there's a definite change in Mohammed Shami, and that is why I think because of that performance, that has driven fear in the opposition batters of this entire bowling unit of India. And I think with Mohammed Shami coming in as your third seamer or second seamer, you can call it whatever you want. It has made the Indian bowling side look far more complete than what it was before Mohammed Shami was in the 11.
Sabha, one quick comment on the rest of the performances that we have.
It is remarkable, Rika. I was about to come to that the foreign spinners, if they do well in Indian conditions, that speaks highly of their ability and the fact that they have trained hard, they've prepared very well. Look at Keshav Maharaj, Adam Zampa on a regular basis has picked up four wicket hauls for his side. And I think the comeback that we have seen for Australia in this World Cup after getting thrashed by Australia, by England and India, is because of the way Adam Zampa has bowled. Keshav Maharaj, he has played here before, he understands the condition, and he has made the batsman fall into his trap, the kind of preparation which he has done. Mitchell Santner, we've always seen that he has done well in India. He's slow, then brings the ball in, and I think all that has been extremely effective for Mitchell Santner. Ravindra Jadeja also against South Africa, big game for India, came back and bowled so well against them, especially under lights with dew coming in. For Jadeja to have that 5-wicket haul against South Africa was remarkable.
Okay.